Hi, Poppy Yeager here with This Day in History. April 4th, 1841. The first detective story is published. The first detective story was Edgar Allan Poe's The Murders in the Rue Morgue. The short story shows the analytical powers that are used to solve the crime. And much like the later Sherlock Holmes stories, it was narrated by the detective's roommate. It was 1841. That means Edgar Allan Poe's detective story predated arguably the best or most well-known detective stories of all time, Sherlock Holmes, by more than 4 decades. Sherlock Holmes didn't make an appearance until 1887. Sherlock Holmes was written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and almost everybody who's familiar with the English language or detective stories has, if they're not just familiar with Sherlock Holmes, they've at least read a couple of his stories or seen some of the movies that were inspired by the stories. It wasn't until the 1920s, though, that Agatha Christie became famous with her murder detective stories. Anyway, that's This Day in History, April 4th, 1841. Edgar Allan Poe publishes The Murders in the Rue Morgue, which is the first detective story.